Why? What's up? Is that my cue? Am I supposed to do something now?
Here, let me hype you up.
No, don't do it now.
Hello, sports fans.
Sports fans.
Oh, YouTube's gonna love that.
It's just long enough to get.
It's gonna try to copyright since any of that and just like overload and just explode.
Right. Okay. We come in as Pafard pulls the dead body of Giselle out of the pit. Skewered in multiple places. Most of their blood has been left at the bottom of the pit. What are you guys doing in this moment?
Ty is crying.
Ty's in tears. Ty is fully in tears. I'm gonna have Ty move as close as possible, and it's just in tears.
Very.
All of the snakes also crying.
Rumi is very upset, but not like crying, but very like, oh no, what is going on? How can this happen?
This is why my designer made me not susceptible to holes in the body.
Uguay, pretty chill about this.
Uguay's feeling pretty fine about this.
And it happens.
I
wouldn't have chosen for it to happen, but you know, it happened.
I have a pretty bad tummy ache right now.
Okay. I hold on. I gotta look over some paperwork about this.
Someone's casually dead, and Dan's in the back. She's like, "My tummy hurts."
You do check to make sure that Giselle signed the NDA and the waiver. Signed back before you guys even left the capital, before you left Central City.
Perfect.
Because Giselle was a part of the original trio. So, you know, all the paperwork's in order. Giselle's family, admittedly, adventurers themselves, but 10,000 gold pieces will be wired to their loved ones per the life insurance policy.
A wire.
It's a form of a magical, like, shared exchange. They're able to use magic to actually send
a wired
objects.
bra.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's magic stuff. I'm gonna pull out a sheet for Giselle and basically just wrap them up.
Yep. There is
respectively with whatever, and I look through the paperwork to see if any way of how they want to be treated after dying. You know, like that's another clause. So,
does Giselle have any care?
Not really.
Yeah.
She probably would have been like, I'll be dead and gone. I'm not going to worry.
Well, Garfield's still going to treat you with mad respect.
All right.
How about we burn her?
Yeah, that's respectable.
Probably smell bad.
Wait until we get outside.
Create bonfire in the corner.
This is acceptable.
We should wait until we get outside.
Yeah, let's build like a pyre outside.
Magic.
Yeah, let's not fill this small room with human smoke.
I have no senses to smell that.
Hey Garf, could I talk to you in the corner for a second?
Yeah, what's up?
The corner with the bonfire?
Not the fire corner, the other one.
You decide to not set a fire in here, Sean.
No, there is still a bonfire. There is an active bonfire over there.
Hey, do you know prestidigitation?
Yeah.
Could you like clean up my downstairs room?
Yes.
Thank you.
While this conversation is happening, as I don't know if that's the rule, but you have to see the target. So
I was just gonna ask, yeah.
So there's a bit of an unrobing over there. The sound of moving and crunching bones occurs.
God, it's really messed up down here. Jesus Christ.
Over here.
I told you I have a tummy ache.
Pafard, you're the one holding Giselle. Carl, your guy sort of walks across tiptoes along the side of the trap so you don't fall in. And you're there.
Okay.
While you crunch through the bones.
Intruder alert, intruder alert, threat detected.
Supposed to show that.
Oh no, if I was a threat, I wouldn't have bothered approaching so simple.
The body of Giselle is over the shoulder of Pafard currently.
She was wrapped in a sheet, right?
Yeah. Garth wrapped her in a sheet.
Excuse me. Yeah, you. Looking at Pafard. May I confirm that? Gesturing to the body in the sheet.
I suppose I do not think there is much left to confirm, but go ahead.
He'll pull the sheet back. Look at her. Make sure that it actually is her.
Yep.
Hold the sheet back over. Very well. Most unfortunate. And he will take out a book, flip through it, stop at a page, take out a little quill, and make a couple of notes. Let it sit for a minute. Put the quill and everything away, and then he will close the book back up. And there seem to be a number of you here. That's interesting.
You, Carl. Well, first, why don't you tell them what they see?
It is a guy wearing a white, kind of like a white tunic over scale. Well, it's probably scale mail. Just looking at the armor that you can see kind of around the edges. He has a book on a chain that's kind of like hangs like over his shoulder, kind of like a baldric kind of setup. He has a mace and a shield and a light crossbow, and he is probably one of the tallest people, tallest humans you've seen, and probably like 6'10", maybe a little within that area. And he has a very pale look to him, but he's not like unhealthy or anything. In fact, he looks probably fairly healthy.
Specifically, you are aware, I think, naturally that many people are supposed to die in here, but you have been sent to confirm and record the death of one Wilhorn Lightmoon.
Okay.
So that's who you're sort of just like casually walking around this tomb looking for. A halfling individual, anywhere between 100 to 150 years old, and is by fate reported to perish within these tunnels in the next like moon or so.
Okay. He kind of like looks the party over and is like, doesn't seem to be a halfling with. Interesting.
More like Dangleberry, am I right? I hand Garf a gold and say, "What up, nerd?" to Carl.
Hi. You're Satyr, right?
Hey, yeah. You're a human, yeah?
Yes.
Ty, are you still sobbing in the corner?
Now that the conversation has sort of shifted, I'm crying less.
Stifle,
Wiping my eyes, still got a stuffy nose. Very sad about this.
stifle tears by the bonfire.
The snakes are all better now. They stopped crying before I did.
Well, we all agreed only one human in the crew, so you're lucky because the other one just fell. As long as you're not a cleric, you're in. What's up?
Anyways, yes. So he kind of like pauses and like looks at Ty. Is like, is that a Medusa? A Gorgon?
Whoa, we don't say Gorgon.
We don't say the G word.
Sorry, we're gonna have to. Yeah, that's a Medusa. Ty's a Medusa, right, Ty?
Yes, I'm a Medusa. It's very nice to meet you. Ty will hold out a hand for shaking.
Probably like 3 snakes are like still offended by the use of the word Gorgon.
Is Gorgon a slur?
Yeah, it is now. It is now.
It is now. Ty isn't upset about it. Ty can't actually get mad at being called a slur. Like physically incapable of being angered by that. But we'll be friendly.
He looks around at the party, like really looking at the party, like.
What a group of fucking misfits. You
Well-
got 2 cat-like people, or at least I don't know if Agnevo still shifted.
No.
So just a hairy dude, a cat, a turtle, a robot, a
Oh.
leaf elf, a stater, and a Medusa. Honestly, Agnevo looks the most sane of the group, but to my understanding, looks like a wild man.
Yeah.
It's like he might bite you.
Type of guy to rip a bag of chips out of your hand and like hide behind a trash can.
He's trying really hard, like, to smile, but his smile
a
like a
cracked
three,
tooth.
like a 3-year-old would smile. So like doesn't quite know how.
There's
Where,
also the the broken remains of the earth elemental in the middle of the room.
we're all bards. Do you play?
Do you play?
I'm the
Bar just stares at you with completely unblinking, uncaring eyes.
He's still like looking at Ty holding her hand out, and he's still like, I'll get back to you on that handshake. Right. So what brings all you down here?
We were just about to take a short rest.
I think you're taking a short rest. I think this is a short rest.
Play your song of rest, bard.
We're looking for a hermit.
He's got a tiger too. I kind of want to pet the tiger. I don't know. Might be dangerous, but could
You
be.
you did see the tiger out at the front of the tree before you came in. The tiger's not supposed to die, so
Yeah. I'm actually like, yes, the that one is not supposed to be passing on.
Yeah.
It's very unusual.
Are you like a reaper?
No, more like an accountant.
my man. What up? Name's Garv. I'm also, as you could say, an accountant and like the guy that has to basically read for somebody famous all the time. So I account for his whole life. You could say.
Agnavo looks very confused and kind of squinting, especially whenever they say accountant.
It's funny because it's true.
Okay.
Are we getting a short rest and a
Yeah.
long rest?
Rumi, are you playing a song of
Rumi,
rest?
heal me with your lullabies.
Yeah, do I just roll a d4 for that?
No, a D6.
I rolled a 5. Do I add my modifier to that?
No, you don't have anything.
Yeah, I think it's just a flat.
It's just a
5 it is.
So everybody gains 5 hit points if you
Ooh.
roll a hit die.
I'm gonna roll a hit die and get that extra 5. I'm at full, baby.
I am at full. Yeah.
Hit die.
Full 2. Nice.
Should beer baby.
You gave me my lay on hands back. Is that a thing? Does that come back on short rest?
Lay on hands?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I didn't think so.
Are we doing Bardic Inspiration on short rest or just at higher levels?
I'm sorry, what did you ask me, Ty?
Bardic Inspiration reset on short rest
Short
or
rest.
higher
Short
levels?
rest. Short rest.
Short rest. Oh.
What about lay on hands? It says long rest.
I know, and
Okay.
I've changed it.
For lay on hands?
Oh, lay on
Yeah,
hands.
because it gave
No,
me.
lay on hands. It's
I just
stuck on
took
the
a
long
short rest
yeah.
and but it gave me my back. That's what confused.
Might just be confused because you leveled up.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem.
Did we level up?
I
Did
never
level up?
used.
Oh no, you didn't level up after last game. No, you should
Not
just
last
be level
game.
2.
Yeah, I'm level 2, but I never used the other 5 I got. Did I get those?
You got those. It would have been the same day. This is the same day that you leveled up on. Because you leveled up after the wolf and goose.
After it, yeah.
After the wolf and goose, it's the same day as the wolf and goose.
So I have 5. Lay on
You should
hands.
have 5 lay
I'm
on
gonna
hands.
cure my poison.
Perfect.
Unless
And
it goes away
also-
at the end of the short rest. I'm gonna wait out an hour and see if it goes away.
Okay, then it does. It
Okay,
does go away on it.
Then I'll keep
You were
these 5.
just poisoned for an hour.
Trevor, did you mark down that gold I gave you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I understand. Okay, I understand the next section. Finally. Okay. What are you guys up to? You guys gonna let him into the room, or are you guys gonna let him just stand on the edge of the pit?
I think we like him.
Yeah.
Agnavo's not guarding.
These like
He's just
visual
hanging out
or
with it.
confirmation from someone else in the group. He is ready to use Giselle's body as like a throwing weapon to knock him back into the pit. As a threat.
Ford has been sort of in ready stance, ready to, and like you feel this vibe coming from this robot, Traven. You're just like that robot's gonna shove me. I'm not supposed to die here. Is he gonna shove me? I wonder if you like the robot, because he technically doesn't live or die.
Yeah. Interesting conundrum.
Great. So there is in this room as well. You guys take your hour, get acclimated with Traven. There is in this room 3 other doors.
Hey, just so you know, if you get hurt, our insurance policy will not cover you. This is just me verbally explaining to you. I'll have you sign something when we get out of this dungeon, but like, you can use this as a way to apply yourself, to, impressing us to see if you would like to join, our team, because we currently are looking for a single new employee.
Garth,
And that whole conversation is just going to go on.
I don't normally let people use any of the Acquisitions Incorporated things, but if you want to use any of those spells or stuff, feel free. I feel like you are just a corporate manager.
Yeah. What are those? What are you talking about?
There's a whole book called Acquisitions Incorporated, which was based on some like podcast.
Yeah, I think it was Dungeons and Daddies.
Maybe. But there's a whole like bunch of spells and feats and stuff that's all about like being like running a fantasy business about adventuring.
That's literally where Garth is at.
So in any future thing, feel free. I don't normally, because they're pretty like outlandish and busted in some ways. They're goofy, yeah.
Yep.
But I think some of it will definitely fit the vibe you're after.
Dick. Yeah, I'll run stuff by you before I pick anything.
There's one that's used a lot from that one. I think it's not Gift of Gab. That's a normal spell. It's that like reaction that you see a lot in live plays where they sort of erase what was just said. I remember the name of the spell though.
Destroy value, fast friends, Gift of Gab, Insight Greed, Jim's glowing coin, Jim's magic missile.
Oh, Gift of Gab is from that one. I'll find it later. But 3 doors. 3 doors. Short rest is over. Everybody got their hit points and stuff back, I hope. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, baby. All right. The one to my left is 1. The one in front of me is 2. The one to the right is 3. Who's got a D3?
I do, actually. I have a D3.
Who was that? Oogway? You got a D3? Nuts.
Oh.
Roll it, bro.
It's a 2.
You guys ready?
It was a 1.
You have a D3, Dan? Like an actual D3?
I rolled it online.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Okay, so a 1.
I got
Which is this door, right?
Thanks, buddy. Yeah.
All right.
All right. I
You
asked
go.
you if you're ready. I opened the door.
Go open the door. Let me get black coloring. You open the door.
Open your. Open your.
You open the door?
Yep.
It's a room. It's a stone, cobwebby room.
What do my fey
A
eyes
small
see?
room. It's empty and appears to have no exits.
Yo, Ty, can you give me a light over here?
That's how you need to reapply your lights. Ty?
David shitting.
Repeat the question, please.
Can you give
A
me
light.
a new light on my sword here?
Wait, this room is not completely lit up. Lights everything up that I can see in this room.
Ty just starts walking around, touching things.
Minecraft torch
I thought
spamming.
it might be a bad idea. Everything that people have, I will just sneak up behind people and light.
I want to see what's in this room in front of me. Is there anything in here? Or
Do you want to make a
light?
perception check?
Yeah.
You want to make a perception check? Make a perception check.
13.
13. It seems to be a small room with no apparent exits. It's dusty, stone walls.
Is the floor as dusty as the walls?
Yep.
Is the ceiling?
Yep.
I don't trust it. I close the door.
The door. What do you do?
Which one's next?
Uh,
There
Let's
was no
do-
hole in the floor, Casey. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Was there a hole in the floor, Sean?
No.
I didn't think so. The broom closet or death trap. Either way, we don't need to go in there. Door number 2.
Door number 2 it is. And moves forward. Opens. Door number 2.
John.
Yes.
As he opens the door, Traven will step to the side, probably behind Rumi, just so that he's not in a direct line behind.
I like the flat top haircut.
That's a
Oh,
helmet.
That's a helmet. That's
Yeah,
a
I think
helmet.
that's his
yeah.
helmet. You open the door.
Mm-hmm.
There's a room with another door on the other side.
Door number 3.
You like move down to open door number
Yep.
3, or is that door
Nope.
number 3? Okay.
No.
Yeah. Open the door. You find a room with a door on the other side.
So many doors.
There are stone tiles, just like in this room, on the ground.
Garf, you want to like go first, so that you can like look at things and make sure they're not trapped before I do.
we could do it together as a team. I think that might be one of our best bets, honestly.
Yeah.
In terms of that, let's just try to handle our angles and think of mechanisms that could be possible. It's just like
Yeah, this
each
is why
tile that
you're
we
gonna
walk
go
on
first. Go ahead. Here,
approach.
come
Yeah,
on.
okay.
Come on. I push you in front of me.
Don't push me. I might trigger a trip.
All right, so.
I might
He pushes you into the room.
I'm gonna roll an investigation.
I mean, it's a really easy investigation because as he pushes you into the room, you feel the stone tile beneath you go click.
Oh no.
You may die.
Make a dexterity saving throw, please. Actually, there's it's a 50-50 chance.
Dex save?
Nope, not yet. Give me a second. Let me roll a d100. 88.
Some of you
Yep.
may
Roll,
die,
make a dex save.
but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Gonna be a 16.
16. That's not good enough. You take 9 points of piercing damage as a crossbow bolt
No, he doesn't.
from the ceiling comes down on top of you.
As Dan raises his shield above your head, and the crossbow bolt goes into it.
Into the shield.
Yeah, I use interception and I rolled a 10.
Okay. So you cling as a bolt lands.
Yeah, that's coming out of your ass.
What? I just saved your life. Is this room trapped?
Yeah.
I was asking Garf.
Oh, sorry.
Dan, I don't usually get mad. All right, man. What did I just say?
You hear the mechanical clicking of the trap going back.
I'm gonna roll out of this room.
So
Would you like?
no go on that room, huh?
Nah, that's pretty bad. I think it was a ruse.
Do you think they would trap? They might just trap everything. I was going to say that maybe it was, the right way to go, and they were trapping it because of that. But I don't think there's not much sense here.
Like where your head's at. We grew up on a thing around my parts where it was like, you're going the right direction when there's a new guy to fight,
Draven will get bored, walk up to the other door, look, not into it, but he'll look at the tile to see if it looks like it might be another trap.
Make an investigation check.
So much. $11.
11. Takes you a moment, but you do think that if you stepped on that, it would depress.
He'll step back, look at Agnevo, and like, looks like that one's trapped.
Do I see the hole in the ceiling?
Make a perception check. You're looking in this room?
Yeah, natural 1.
Natural 1? You have no idea where that crossbow bolt came from, man.
Agnevo's going to go over to the room that was just investigated by Graven.
Traven.
Draven?
T with a T. Draven.
Holding a iron pot, and he kind of gestures with the pot. Does Traven move at all?
Yeah, he'll step out of the way.
And I mean to just stand in that one and drop the pot.
Drop the pot, the stone presses, and the about a dozen like shafts of stone just like spin and shatter across in several directions.
Are they coming from the ceiling, or are they coming from?
They're coming from they're coming from this wall, and the ceiling.
Okay, cool.
But they
break. They break, and it amounts to about a 50-50 chance if you're in this room to get hit.
I'm just leaving the pot there and waiting to see if anything happens.
Click, 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 click. About 30 seconds later, the weight of the stone is pushed back in by the weight of the pot, and they just fire again.
And I just back away, leaving the pot there.
Click, 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 click.
Okay. Sean, I can jump pretty far.
Yep.
Can I just jump forward and ram into that door to open it? With my
go ahead and
horns?
make me an athletics check.
All right.
You're gonna want this is a DC 15 athletics check.
Right. Got an 8.
An 8, so you're gonna leap and land, and then 50-50. You want lower numbers. I rolled a 99. Incredible.
That's pretty high.
That's I think the best I've ever fucking rolled on a D100.
That's almost the best.
That's a Vorpal sword type of roll right there.
You were rolling for loot, right?
I was rolling for Dan's loot. This is what Dan's gonna drop for me.
Oh,
nice.
You take 8 points of piercing damage as one of the bolts just slams into your side.
I wish it was somebody next to me instead.
But you are at the door and you hear the clicking now.
Open
the door.
And I just step in instantly.
Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. You get to make a dex save. You
Oh,
don't
okay.
take that 8 points instantly. That's my bad.
My dexterity saving throw is 16.
That's not good enough. You do take the 8 points. Yeah.
Hard trap.
It is a hard trap. In and click. You want a low roll? This time I rolled a 19, so you're ready this time, and you're like, oh shit, and you like full on matrix a whole bunch of them.
Okay, I leave the
there's
door
the-
open
there's
and
the
I
door.
jump back into the other room.
Into the other room.
Yeah.
Click, 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 click,
No,
click,
I
click,
jump.
click,
No, I jump all the way back into
all
the
the
other
way
room.
back. Okay, you got it.
Okay, it's bad news bears. This room is trapped. That room ahead is trapped, but the doors are open. And there's another door that goes. It looks like to that door. I point to the room where the shafts keep shattering every 30 seconds. Hey, Trevor, that's dope. Let me get this
This
shit on
entire
here.
dungeon is just there's nothing left here but traps for us. Uguay asks the group to consider that question.
Well, we're here to find a halfling.
Okay.
This reminds me of a jail that I once knew and had to get out of. I had to remember.
Third one, the first room that Dan looked at.
Yep. Okay, make a perception check.
Perception. 14.
14. Okay. What were you looking for?
I'm just looking to see if this is trapped as well, and once I check for that, check to see if there are any possible hidden doors.
And what's that? That's going to be the investigate. What's that in investigation? Sorry, I didn't realize you were looking for traps again.
That would be an 11.
An 11. Still good enough for you to look down and be like, yep, trapped.
Okay.
Same trap. Now make the perception check to try and spot any hidden doors.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, total of a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 is exactly what you need to spot the one stone on this wall that seems less dusty.
Looking at the tiles, look like it's just the tile in front of the door.
No, it's every tile.
All of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Being in the room makes you just have a 50-50 chance being in the room of getting shot.
He kind of looks the party over and is like, "Does anybody have a here?"
Magnabook into a shovel.
There's a spear in my friend's shield.
I have javelins. I have 5.
Use
I
the one.
also have a shovel.
He kind of like looks over at into the room at something, looks back and forth. I don't think a javelin's good. A staff, maybe.
Oh, Uguay's got a staff.
Yeah, Uguay.
Yeah, I've got something that will do that. What do you
Similar to
need?
a staff, sure.
You see that rock right over there? He's pointing at the wall. It's just like
He points over at the wall. Uguay, give me a perception check with advantage. And the DC is lowered because Draven's found it. I'm gonna move you.
That art looks so nice, Trevor.
23.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trevor.
Hell yeah, no problem, man.
What'd you get, Uguay? I'm sorry.
19 plus 4, 23.
Nice. You see exactly the like stone on the wall that Traven's pointing to. It looks as if it's been disturbed.
Bum, bum, be-dum.
What horrors has this stone seen?
Oogway asked Trayvon what he wants done to the stone.
Try pressing it with the staff. My arm's not that long.
Oogway takes a step forward and gives it a solid press with the staff.
You watch as this wall sort of glimmers away as if it was nothing. Leaving. Yeah, perfect. Yes. Yes, that is exactly the sound that occurs. Just a longer hallway with a wall.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I notice anything?
Perception check.
Hey, Bard, how sharp is the top of your head? I'm gonna put my hand on the top of his head. Is it sharp? Sure.
Bafard is asleep.
Bard's missing.
Oh, no,
He's gone.
he's
offline.
gone. Oh, sorry, I see that now. Damn.
Bafard has gone. The lights have turned off.
Is his head sharp?
Yes.
Keep that in mind for when he's back around.
Oogway, what was your roll, bud?
It was a 10. I think I lost internet.
Sorry. What I will give you with a 10 is you see that the edges of the wall over there seem to have like scrape marks or like have been weathered by like pressing against something. Now let's dive over to these goobers for a second. Are you guys doing anything else in these rooms?
I was debating on throwing the robot into the wall, so he would stick and not touch the ground. But we're gonna go with the room over there. I think with these guys.
Okay, you just sort of like stop and see that they seem to have forward progress.
I'll take my pot back when clicking starts to happen.
Yeah, you watch as the stone like this. I will say at this point, there's enough stone on the ground that there's enough weight that it's sort of self-firing.
Oogway is gonna just kind of boldly take a step into that room.
Okay. You want a low number?
What did you say?
I said you want a low number. 26. The room opens up with bolts, but they miss you. You guys watch this 450-pound turtle enter like a crane stance. And just they perfectly fly past him. And then he continues forward.
Nuts.
Not. Why didn't they hit me?
Why didn't they hit you?
Did I have too much agility?
No, I rolled low. There's a 50-50
You said you
chance.
wanted a roll number.
You want a low number.
I see. I see what happened. Nice.
Yeah. The dice are in your favor. You walk up to that wall, bud. What do you want to do? You guys are kind of watching and a bit shocked and awed about what you just saw.
You probably got like 20 more seconds. Wait.
You said that it looked scraped?
Yeah, the sides of the walls look scraped.
like they had been repeatedly scraped.
Yeah, like something
gonna-
maybe had rubbed against them or something.
I'm gonna take my staff out and I'm gonna rub against the scrapes, sort of mimicking what may have scraped against them.
And that way, go ahead and give me an athletics check. You said it, I didn't hear it.
8.
8. 8 is not good enough to move it, but it will give you enough that to let you know that like the wall slightly like pushes in as if it's on a central pivot.
Who's my strongest friend here?
Click, 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 click. You've got about 10 seconds before the trap
Fuck,
goes
bro.
off. again.
I'd bolt in there. Ram the wall.
You ram the wall. Go ahead and make an athletics check. I'll give you advantage because Uguay's there.
It's given Bardic Inspiration for this.
Oh, Ty. How do you give Bardic Inspiration in this moment?
I'm giving it to Dan the Satyr.
Yeah, but how? How? Like, what do you say?
Oh, Ty's just banging on the gong back there, and you feel inspired by it.
Love that. Love
the
that.
gong. That's a D6, yeah?
Yep, extra D6.
That's 22.
22. You two spin into the next room. I will say, leaving the center wall in its open position.
The party could follow us.
The party can follow, but now
The room is
The
going
trap
to
is
go
gonna
off again.
the room is going to go off. I'm going to say with you two in it.
Fair.
I just have to draw the wall real quick and then draw the room.
Oh, I like that it split us. Like, I went through and it whipped him around the other way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I should pull that.
It's another wall right in front of you.
Fucking walls, man. Bad rooms, bad walls. We're gonna get attacked probably.
I need a D. Okay, so two D100s. You both want low numbers. First one for Uguay. A 28. It's good. Uguay is the master of agility. For Dan, it's a 43. So Dan, I would say Dan, you just put up your shield. You just turtle up.
Oh.
And in all irony, you turtle up while the turtle just like full Matrix mode dodges out of the way. So you both don't take damage, and then there's another wall. What does anybody else want to do before they make any sort of checks? What's going on back in this room?
I'm gonna look around the walls near this door. Look to see if there's any kind of mechanism to shut this trap off.
There does not seem to be. There does not seem to be any, like, it's literally just a flat wall. There is no like mosaic like there was in the previous room. The only thing of note that was in the room you're in is the pile of rubble. And well, you don't know about Rumi's just sort of holding on to that gemstone.
Right. Should be some sort of mech.
You were looking in this room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else? Anybody else in this room? Carf, Agnabo, Ty, Rumi?
Agnemo's just peering in after the trap goes off to see what's going on down there. It's another wall?
It's another wall, yeah.
we might also want to be careful about traps that maybe require a couple steps on them, or any like multiple, I don't know, multiple triggers. So careful filing into a room. So we might, I don't know. Dan, how's it looking?
He says that as I'm ramming the wall in front of me with my horns.
All right, Dan,
Okay.
that's pretty productive, I guess.
I just assume it keeps going.
Make me an athletics check. Not an advantage this time because you just kept going, and Oogway, I assume did not like keep pushing forward. Oogway, did you?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
You have
So you-
inspiration though.
Already used
Dan-
it. But
yeah,
this
Dan
one I
used it.
rolled a natural 18, so it's 22 as well.
22. The wall is hinged on the ceiling, luckily enough, and so it just sort of like pushes inward on your ram, like a curtain. No, like
Your
a cat
garage
door.
door.
No, like
Or
more like a cat door.
Okay, like
yeah.
a cat door, yeah.
Yeah. So you end up in here, and then the door swings back shut.
Yeah.
Is there any chance that Oogway can roll an agility check? to see if
And
he
get
can
in?
catch the
Oh
door?
yeah, roll under the door.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
go ahead. Make
Closing
me a
thing
dex
with
save. Yeah,
his-
make a dex save.
Fucking
buddy.
love that, Dan.
I thought you were talking about yourself in the third person.
23.
What'd you say? 23 is
23.
definitely enough. Do you like grab it and prop it up with your quarterstaff so it stays open?
So I don't know if everyone remembers, but my quarterstaff is actually an alp horn. The type
Yeah. That's right. It would just
type of
huge.
mountain horned instrument, and it has a bit of like a fish hook shape on the end. And I kind of just unfold it
Yeah,
and hook
Oh
the
my
end of the door
God.
before it closes.
That's hilarious.
that's so good. That's so good. You
Dope.
just like prop it open.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
How
Love
big is it, Dan?
that. I would say it's tall. His is taller than him.
So it's
And
like
Oogway's
7 foot
yeah.
long.
Oogway's a big goober.
Yeah, it's the horn is probably about 6 feet long, maybe 5'10", something.
Nuts.
Right. I will say you guys have another like 20 seconds because you just kept charging. Like that happened so quickly. You just crushed that puzzle.
What's happening?
You turn. It's a long hallway this time, and a wall, just long hallway wall. Wall here, wall here.
I'm gonna roll perception to see what I can get in this room.
Roll a perception check.
Ooh, 9.
9. No, you're kind of starting to panic. The constant clicking starting to get to you.
I'm gonna use Divine Sense.
What does Divine Sense tell you?
Detect the location of any celestial fiend or undead or any consecrated or desecrated place or object within 60 feet of me.
Doesn't matter the doesn't matter the any thickness of stone.
No. There's an Uzi going off outside my house, I think.
I'm literally living in the hood right now.
Could be fireworks too.
Yeah, with the cops living nearby.
It's fireworks. It was a joke.
It says not behind total cover.
Yeah, I don't think you can see anything.
Not
buddy, with
behind
Divine
total
Sense.
cover, is what it says?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't sure.
Gotcha. All right, so
Either way, I went and checked. I
Yeah,
went and
yeah.
checked into my information. No.
that's just Dan trying to figure out which direction he needs to ram his head into next. You know
Okay.
what I mean? So
Okay.
what
I-
vibe does he get? Should I roll for vibe?
Yeah, roll vibes. Roll, which is an insight. A vibe check is literally an insight check.
Bad vibes, bro. I got a 7.
A 7, you have no fucking clue. There's like, I think both of you have a moment of panic with like that last one went so easy you thought you'd crushed it and were home free, and then it's like just another long hallway.
So now we're
and-
just traveling blind. Can I hold this door? Is this door pushing?
Yeah, that your staff's holding it open currently.
Yeah, it does that thing. He does that thing that people have been doing lately. He just starts going, "Help! Somebody help me!"
Oogway, you need to make me a dexterity saving throw. And Dan does not. Dan manages to avoid.
Oh, I got a natural 20 and then plus 6.
That's exactly good. Save for nothing, buddy. Dan, Oogway remains the image of Monk Grace.
So if I peer in when he says help, does Dan look like he's real bad off? And
You
bloodied?
can't see me.
Oh, I can't see
There's
him
a
anymore.
wall that fell back down. Or no, Oogway has it propped open.
Oogway's Oogway has it propped open. No,
Am I propping it open all the way, or is it just caught?
No, I figured you had put your staff like stuck your
I've
staff
opened
into the
it.
ground.
I've opened it. It is propped wide open.
Yeah. Dan is not like I don't think you're bloodied.
No,
right?
I'm
No, he's
not
just
quite.
panicking.
I'm close to bloodied, yeah, but I'm not quite.
Did I just dodge the trap? Did the trap just
You
go off
did.
again?
You did dodge the trap again. Yeah.
Okay. I think Oogway is now going to yell to the adventurers behind to make their move.
So how many people make their move and enter the hallway?
I'm gonna try to go support with Oogway and see and assess the situation.
I'm gonna send Pafard. Pafard is essentially attached to you, Garv. And if you get hit, Pafard gets hit. Is how this is gonna play out.
Oh, geez.
He rolls a d12 for hit points, right? So he's got a good chunk.
He's got a good chunk. Yeah, Pafard. You'll go down long before Pafard does. Does anybody else go down this hallway?
Yeah, Rumi's gonna go.
Rumi runs down the hallway.
And I yell back, give it a second before anybody else comes down.
Okay, so you guys have been told to wait. Garf and Rumi, what are you doing down here?
What is going on? I asked. What's going on, guys? What
we don't know
what's
what
happening?
wall to run into. I start running forward.
Dan,
This
stop.
wall?
Yeah.
You
Dan,
just hit
stop.
the wall. Bounce off it.
Seems that there are secret doors on one of the walls in each room we walk into next, and neither of us can see where the next door lies.
But we're all about to get attacked, like right now.
Well, not yet. Garf, make me perception check. Rumi, you want to make your own or give advantage? Or Garf, do you want to give Rumi advantage? I want a perception check from the two people that just entered the room. Tell me how you want to do it.
Well, I just rolled a natural 20. So
Okay. So Rumi, with their cat-like eyes, spots a handle on that wall.
there's a handle over there.
Careful. Don't. That might literally just be a trap. Or it might be a doorway, but we have to.
Everything's a trap.
I'm going to go investigate that handle.
Hey, before we get attacked, get next to me. Whoever can. I'm going to try to stay
actually-
next to people.
Rumi's next to you.
Okay, you stay next to me, Rumi. I'm going to get between him and Oogway.
Is there any. I want to check for traps around.
Make an investigation. Yeah, you didn't make a check, so you get to make an
Okay.
investigation check. But after the investigation check, it's going to be click time.
24.
Oh, a 24?
Yeah.
The only trap seems to be the one you're standing on.
God damn it. That's what I was trying to say before I went to the fucking mechanism.
Well, no, the whole room
It's trapped.
is
All
trapped.
of the floor is trapped.
The whole floor. It's the same trap you've been dealing with for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
The
this is.
door
okay.
seems fine.
Is it. So this trap isn't triggered by this handle, right?
No, the door is triggered. The trap is triggered by somebody being on the floor.
Okay, am I on that piece of the floor?
All of
Yes,
the floor is
all
that
of
way.
the floor is that. So like your friends back there are also setting it off.
Oh, okay.
Here it
Can
comes.
everybody get out? And
No, not before the trap goes off again.
oh yeah, very true. I'm gonna pull the handle.
Okay, so as the door pulls, everybody wants low numbers that's in the room. First off is Uguay, and I rolled a 60, so you need to roll me a dex save. Second is Dan. Rolled a 57, so you need to make me a dex save. Rumi,
19.
a 37, so you're good. And Garf and Pafard together, I got a 20, so you're both good.
Oh,
A 19 is not good enough.
Christ.
ooh.
What does the deck save need
A
to be?
dex save. It needs to be a 20.
Oh,
All right. So I got 10.
A 10. So you both fail. Is there an interception coming in?
There
Dan?
is. Reduced by 3 on
Reduced by
Uguay.
3. So Uguay's was a 3. Wild.
Nice.
And then you take 1.
Oh,
Yours was a
okay.
1, his was a 3.
Would my armor class being 17 have protected me from that?
No, so that's how we get around armor classes sometimes,
By rolling
is
saves.
by doing saves. Because there's no creature trying to attack you, it's just an environmental effect. As much David hates environmental effects.
Area of effect things.
So it makes you roll a dex save.
I don't hate him. All right, I just hate him
The environment does hate you, buddy.
in other things. The environment hates me more than I hate the environment.
Okay, so Dan the Satyr Man took 4 points of piercing damage, which is
4?
pretty decent.
You said 1, didn't you?
Yeah, 1, and then you take the 3 from Uguay, right?
No,
That's how interception
interception
works?
like uses my shield or sword to reflect. Not back at anybody. It's kind of like the monk's thing
It
that
just
reduces.
Eats it. It just eats it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it just
okay.
eats it. It's really good. It's a
Okay.
fighting style. It's got to be good.
I thought
You know.
you'd been eating it.
No.
All right. Well, anyways,
Deflect.
so this
Not
one
rude.
slides up like this one's the garage door. This one slides up like it's a garage door. And shows you
Door, go! I run.
another 4x4 room.
I'm not gonna jam my head into this wall. You smart people look at it better.
Hi. What kind of checks are
Roll.
happening?
So hold on. We're all in here. I'll roll perception.
Okay, everybody's rolling a perception check.
I got 18.
18. You see that there are hinges on this wall, on this wall and on this wall. And there seems to be like small divots, 2 small divots in the like center stone.
Garfood keeps running into walls, right?
Garf keeps
Dan.
running. No, Dan. Sorry, Dan keeps
Dan,
running.
sorry. This
Dan.
one, Dan yells Uguay.
Nice, good wall. I run.
You run into it.
Yeah.
Roll me an athletics check.
While they're doing that, could I go holler at the team in the back?
Yep. For
Six.
every I was about to say for every 1 above 15, you take 1 point of damage.
Nice.
As the doors don't go that way.
Okay, so I took 1 point of
You
damage.
took 1 point of damage
All right.
as you just crunch your head on that
Oh,
wall.
fuck, I almost chipped a horn.
The walls pull in. They pull. They pull. They're pull doors.
Oh, my horn gets kind of stuck in it, and I like yank back, and I'm like,
And you yank
there
back
we
and
go.
it pulls open a little. Yeah, love that. Love that. Garf, what you doing?
I'm gonna yell at the team and be like, "Hey, and do I know if this hallway is clear for them to get to us?"
It's trapped. Like they're
It's
gonna
all
get attacked.
trapped. It's all trapped. So it's up to you whether you want the 3 of them to wait or you want like currently we're about to have a pretty steep party split where if combat ensues, a whole round will go by
in a trapped room.
In a trapped room, and if combating occurs, every round the traps go off.
That's what I'm trying to avoid, right? So, I would like to explain to the best of my ability. I believe the traps are operated by the floor. If you can somehow manage to not touch the floor, like we can string up a rope from one end to the other. And...
Garf, because it doesn't matter if they're not touching the floor, because Oogway and Dan are touching the floor, the traps go off.
Anyone in this area, so the traps are, this whole L shape is shared trap space.
Yeah, correct. You got the whole thing is shared trap space. Nobody's taken the time to
look in there, but I'm sure it's happening too. Yeah.
I don't know. Come out, guys. I risk it for the biscuit. If you want to stay back there and hear us just die and leave, I don't know.
Tell him to wait for this next attack and then run in after.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna wait, but be poised.
Yeah, so all three of you are in like sprinter stances for the next trap to go off, and then you'll come in.
Like as fast as I can go, straight forward to empty space.
All good, all good. I need to draw this next room.
I guess I'll just be the person that just gives them the go.
I guess after Dan chips a horn on that door,
Dan's horn gets sort of like stuck in it, and he pulls it open.
Oh, and he pulls it open as the. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As he pulls the horn out.
There's another wall.
I'm gonna roll a perception check.
Okay, Dan, are you just fucking charging it again?
I'm waiting for the go ahead from Oogway.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Oogway rolled a 6.
I say, yeah, you're Rumi, do you want to give him advantage? You're there. Rumi?
I will give him advantage.
You're not there. No, he won't. You're not there.
Chad?
Here.
Oh, yeah, I can go. Yeah.
So you have to roll again?
Yep, roll again. Take the higher of the two.
So I rolled a 6.
Nice.
Rough.
Damn.
Yeah, Oogway's struggling over there. Oogway's struggling.
I was doing really well earlier, so now my luck is catching up.
Dan, you get one more thing.
I'm gonna assume it's forward. I'm gonna run forward. I'm not gonna jam my head into it. I'm just gonna run forward and like grab the wall and see what happens.
I'll let you make an intelligence check.
All right.
Maybe it should know. It's just a straight luck check. It's just a straight.
Either
luck
way, I
check.
rolled a 19. My intelligence is a 0.
No, I will say you grab the wall and just straight luck manage to pull it in the right direction. It slides to the left to open, like a sliding door. Oh, it just slides into the wall.
This is a door factory. We gotta make our move.
My worst fucking nightmare.
Christ, another fucking wall.
Another wall.
2 more shitting walls we need to maybe.
Oogway.
Okay, this wall though doesn't require a perception check. I will have to roll the traps this time though. Traps go off. For Oogway, a 19, so you're good. Rumi, a 60, so I need a dex save from Rumi. Dan, a 65, so I need one from Dan. Garth, a 59, so I need one from Garth.
I failed.
Okay.
Reduce Rumi's by 12.
Okay, so Rumi, you take no damage.
I rolled an 18.
That's a fail. 6 points of damage to Dan. One point of damage to Garth and Fard. And Rumi, a shield from Dan the Satyr Man blocked the bolt that was going to slam into you.
I rolled a 22.
Oh, so you saved act anyways.
Yeah. I've got a really high dex. save
Oogway
on
took
that.
no damage either.
Oogway took no damage.
Okay, cool.
He just dodged his.
That's one thing
Okay,
good.
so the
Fuck, I'm
people
almost
who
dead.
had their actions ready can sprint down the hallway at this point. Does that include Ty and Traven?
Yeah, Traven will look at Ty and like puts his hand on her shoulder and is like, "Today is not your day to die," and give Ty guidance.
Oh, look at that. That's the first church. That's the first church man to ever be kind to you, Ty.
Oh, thank you. Ty's feeling a little happy right now, a little skip in their step. Now that church is finally accepting Ty.
And you guys sprint down and surround Garth.
I'm gonna keep going.
Yes, yeah, I know. Like, this isn't you guys stopped, but like I need to move these guys forward as well. So like these movements happen simultaneously. As you approach, you guys don't need to make a perception check this time. This wall, right? This wall has 7 studs that push into the wall. 7 buttons essentially. 1 at the top, 7 at the bottom. All the rest in between.
All right, fellas, pull him out.
Can you explain that again?
Okay, hold on. I'll draw.
I don't
draw.
understand it either.
Wall in front of you, right? This is the wall in front of you,
Uh-huh.
as if we are POV the adventurers.
You're explaining
There
too in
are-
detail already.
7 buttons. 3, 4, 5.
One of them look like a golden dragon claw, which was
7.
inside of it.
Precisely. There are 7 buttons on the wall. That's it. This is what POV you right now. What do you do?
I'm gonna cast Lay on Hands and give myself 5 hit points.
I don't think you have any left.
I do, right? Because I
you had.
what
'cause
did,
you
I only
used
healed a
5 of
little
them.
girl, right? That's it. When did I
But
use
you
the other
you
5?
cured her of a disease,
Right.
and then you cured your. Oh no, you didn't cure
I
your
didn't
poison.
cure my
I'm sorry.
own. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had it
Yeah.
in my brain that you cured your own
No,
poison.
I waited. So yeah, I'm used.
5 hit points to you. What do you do? You guys start running down as they get sort of like stumped and like what?
There's 5 rooms. Hit the 5th button down.
Just hit
They're
the
gonna
5th
look
button.
at them, see if any of them look like they've been pressed recently.
Check.
They
Do I recognize this from anywhere?
nope. You don't recognize this from anywhere.
No idea what to do.
You have no idea what to do. Dan presses the 5th button. Nothing happens.
It's
Are
not
we
the
all
5th
down
button.
there?
Yeah.
I'm just having a hard time visualizing this in my head right now.
I have a
Fifth button
visualizer.
It's right
for you.
there.
Stay pressed.
Press all the buttons, quick.
I have
Does
a
the fifth- does the 5th button stay pressed after it's
It does not. It comes back out.
like instantly or like after a time?
No, instantly. Yeah.
Did
I'm
any of
just gonna
them
go
decide
over
that
there
the
and
button
press
looked
the
like they-
bottom button.
You're gonna press the bottom button. Okay. Nothing happens.
Does it do the same thing as a 5th button?
Yep. You pull it back, and it does the same thing as the 5th button. Yep.
Literally just start
Pull
pressing
it back, or
buttons.
does it
Stop,
put itself
stop.
back?
Stop.
Hang on. And I
Okay,
look
on
to
a-
see if any of the
as-
others have been pressed.
As Oogway is pressing the bottom button, and Garth goes to press button, I'm going to roll a d8 before Traven can stop it. On a 7 and an 8, I'm gonna re-roll 1 through 6. A 6. So you press the button right above Oogway. Nothing happens. Traven. What are you doing?
I look at them and see if any of the other buttons besides the 3 that I have seen have been pressed recently.
They all look pressed. They look like they all get pressed. They all have sort of like that weathered finger markings on them.
Oh, never mind.
Takes another step forward towards the buttons again, and pushes his staff against the buttons in a way that presses all of them at the same time.
Presses all of them at the same time. The door falls backwards.
No way
That-
that would work.
That is the correct answer.
Hooray!
Hooray! Right. Or goes in this way and then opens up.
Let me in that room, God. I hope it's not trapped. I try to get in there before the next trap goes off.
Yeah, I'll say you all can get in there before the next trap goes off. You all run into this room. Oh, God! You come into this chamber, and it's a long hallway with, like, one white and one gray tile, so like mixed matching, kind of like a chessboard. There are faded mosaics of halflings and like woodland creatures on the walls. There are a bunch of different glyphs and a language, unless Traven here reads halfling.
Does not.
He does not. None of you understand the glyphs on the walls. And then there's a couple statues with weird spheres.
Fuck.
How weird.
There's probably wizards here.
An orb, perhaps.
Can I? I'm gonna do a religion check.
Go ahead.
Pondering orbs.
Ah, come on. 5.
Yeah, well, you're not an expert at you're not an expert at halfling shit.
I'm gonna roll Arcana check.
Go ahead.
Hey, Traven, how much you charge for a cure wounds, bro?
Nice. Natural 20 plus 6, 26.
What did you make?
Natural 20 plus
I know.
6.
Yeah, but what were you
26.
making?
Arcana.
Arcana. I'll give you with an Arcana
glad.
check.
That.
Is there are a bunch of illusions in this room. Hey, Moose. One
How
second.
many statues with spheres?
One, two, three, four, five, seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18. There are 20. There are 20 spheres and statues with them.
And I assume by sphere you mean like they're holding like a.
Yeah, they're all
Orb-like
holding
thing?
like an orb. Yeah, and they're up and down this hallway.
He looks at Dan. He's like, "Sorry, I don't have that number."
Agnevo reaches over and touches you.
Assume he touches Dan.
Are you touching Dan?
Touching Dan.
Touching Dan. Are you curing me, bro?
Yeah.
Give me
I
some
think-
heals, man. That'd be tight.
12 total. I rolled max.
There are 2 doors in this room as well.
That's exactly how much I needed. Magna.
Do you think one of
There's a
these
door right here.
spheres will activate the thing we saw back at the beginning? Because we'd need two.
Who looked at that? I think Garth looked at that. And Dan looked at that because you put your nuts in them. They did not look spherical. It was definitely some sort of cut gem that gets slotted there.
Pull out your balls. Let us look at the design. I thought it was funny.
I was laughing. So, what are illusions in this room?
We should ponder these orbs over a break.
Ponder the orbs over a break?
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Yeah. All right. Break. Wrong break. 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 Is this a break? Where's a
We
break?
breaking?
There's a break. We'll BRB.
baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
Right. Okay. This is the room. Each S is a statue. There's also an archway down at the end. It looks like that archway from Harry Potter that's in the Ministry of Magic that's all like cloudy and mystical. You know what
I
I'm
mean, the
talking
one
about?
that what's his name died in?
The one that's spoilers for Harry Potter. The one that Sirius fucking dies in.
Yeah, but you don't know if he dies or not.
No, he's dead because
In the books, he is, but not in the movie.
no, in the movie he's dead too because the resurrection stone brings him back. But anyways,
Yeah, no, I heard a bitch yell that she killed him like 80 times. So
and like yeah, straight up.
That door is a portal to the afterlife, and if you go through it,
We're not arguing Harry Potter semantics right
I
now.
read the wiki on it. It's a portal to the afterlife. All right, you go through it, you die instantly. That's what it is.
What are you guys doing in this room? What are you guys doing? Garf got the information with an Arcana check that there are a lot of illusions in this room. I will let you know where one of those illusions are. Do you want that?
If you cast Detect Magic, does that allow
You
you
will
to
know. Yeah, you will just know where all of the illusions are.
You'll just know where all the illusions are.
Yeah.
Unless the non-illusion things are also made of magic.
No, because the illusion things will be made of illusion magic, and the other things will be made of conjuration magic, and that's how
Gotcha.
detect
Well-
magic works.
Well then, Tai rubs her hands together, cracks the knuckles. Check this out and cast Detect Magic.
So detect magic is a 30-foot radius. So you're right there. 30 feet is right. Illusion. That's it. And your 30-foot radius, that's the only illusion.
That's the only illusion.
In your 30-foot radius.
In your 30-foot radius. The room is much longer than that.
All right, guys, want to go find some more illusions? I need a babysitter, though. I need someone to babysit me as we go down this hallway because I'm a little afraid.
How is it marked as an illusion?
What do you mean?
I got you. I'll babysit you.
Thanks.
There are tons of S's. They're all orbs. Which one's the illusion?
Oh, here, I will just change its mark. You know it's no longer an illusion.
Swish.
Just keep in mind going forward, Ty, it's always better to stand next to me.
Illusion.
I will.
Okay, so Ty and Dan go over to the illusion.
Well, what should we do with this thing?
You can just see through it because you see through the illusion, so the magic's broken. There's a crawl space underneath.
Interesting. Wait, a crawl, like a place for us to enter?
Yes.
Huh. Fascinating. Ty will comb through her hair and find a loose snake and pluck it out.
I hate the snake mechanic. Okay.
And Ty will say, okay, buddy, go into the crawl space, please. See what you see.
It starts fucking crawling.
What a good snake.
Slytherin.
Yeah, Slytherin.
It's Slytherin.
I like snakes.
I like snakes too. Is this an in-character thing that Dan says?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ty says, I also like snakes. And not just because I have so many snakes. I like their personality. I like their cute little snoots.
Mm-hmm.
They're just fantastic creatures.
Ever met a Naga?
A Naga? I haven't met a Naga. I haven't really left this area.
I'm parcel tongue to snakes.
Yeah.
Who normally does not engage with this sort of party
No
banter,
fun.
comes out of his shell a little bit and says, "Snakes are brothers."
Hello, reptile. Yeah. We should meet some of those lizard people.
I thought he was an amphibian.
Great. Turtles? Turtles are straight reptiles.
Wow.
Task at hand.
So what are turtles? Are they gay reptiles?
Is everybody just sort of like over here? Is anybody investigating further down the room?
Yeah, I'm gonna be investigating.
Further down the room. Okay. Anybody going with Garf down the room?
I'm not like walking down there, but I'm gonna try and just like cautiously make like strides, like just checking for traps at this point.
Okay.
Before
I think
entering
maybe
further
position
down.
In between Ty, who is detecting magic, and the part of the room that is not discovered.
All right.
Is Ty gonna be casting detect magic again as we?
It's
go
a concentration. It stays.
All right.
He's
guys.
walking around with.
I think someone should mess around with this trapdoor. I sent a snake to scout through it. And, you know, as long as you don't see a dead snake, I don't know, might be safe, probably. Anyhow,
Okay.
Ty would like to walk with Dan if Dan comes with Ty down the rest of this room. No? Okay.
No, Garf's going down that way. You can travel with Garf and Oogway.
Okay, travel with Garf and Oogway behind them, you know, pointing out the magic. You know, being cautious as to not get impaled.
What is everybody else doing?
Dan said okay and crawled down the crawl space.
Okay, so Dan starts crawling down the crawl space. I'm gonna say Pafard goes with you.
That was his prime directive.
I thought he was supposed to be with Garf, and then I remembered he was with you, so that's my bad. Rumi, Traben, and Agnavo. Where are you going?
I'm watching and standing in my same spot.
You got it.
Yeah, I'm kind of just standing here waiting.
Okay. Rumi comes and stands next to you, Agnavo. Traben?
I'll go down to the end and look at the tunnel, watch Dan crawl along.
Okay.
How high is this like crawl space?
It's flat. Probably like 3.5 feet high. Enough for you to.
So I can squat down and look.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, I'll do that and just kind of watch.
Okay. You watch him. Dan crawling. Let me draw Dan's new space real quick.
Secret tunnel.
Good tune.
The bard's bust out in the secret tunnel.
Andy, I don't know if you even really notice the curve, to be honest.
Probably don't. No.
So you and Pafard go down, and then Traben, you lose sight of him, especially with your human eyes. Though you do have a lit up short sword, so you see the light sort of like disappear behind the wall.
Yep.
Okay.
But down here, let's walk down, and I need to change this color back to orange. And this is an illusion. And this is an illusion. I think the Detect Magic is a 10-minute spell, so you're running out of time on it. This is also magic. It is, let me find out what that type of magic is. think it might be conjuration as well. It is. So the archway's sort of magical veil is the same type of magic as all of the orbs. But the illusions are obviously illusion magic. All right? Sound good for all of you?
Uh-huh.
Anything you guys want to do? There's these 2 doors as well. So 2 illusions, 2 doors.
What's the A?
Oh, the A is the archway, the magical archway.
Okay.
Are all of the balls?
What's the?
Is that what we learned?
I'm sorry, what, Uguay?
So most of the orbs are just orbs,
Most of the orbs are just orbs.
and we don't know what the orbs do, right?
Sure. They could just be art pieces. The walls are also covered in mosaics.
And you said glyphs too, right?
And like weird glyphs, yeah. Weird glyphs written on the wall.
Could I do a history check on those glyphs?
Yeah, of course.
I look over at Agnevo and Rumi and be like, hey, they went around a corner. They're like out of sight now.
I would like to go down there by, is it Traben?
Yep.
Traben. Yep.
Traben.
And just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna like kind of mimic him squatting down and like looking.
Yeah, love that.
Like you'll see us both doing the exact same thing, you know? Like, yeah.
What a good moment. What a good sight.
I rolled a 9, so.
You have no idea. You know it's halfling. At this point, you know that that's halfling, but it means nothing to you. Could just be like a myth, you know, like a creation myth or some sort of like forest myth, because it's you know, mosaics of halflings and animals and whatnot, and the statues are all of halflings holding orbs. So this could just be some, you know, storied hall. It is covered in cobwebs. It's not like fresh and clean. You're still in a tomb. All right. Uguay, anything?
I kind of want to. Can I walk over to the door? Yes, that one. How'd you know?
I just know. Sometimes I just know these things.
And I'm gonna roll a perception check. It's just a door, right?
It's just a door. It's just a door. Do you open it?
The door.
You open the door.
Door anymore. An open door.
Oh, 4 feet in, a spear trap goes off. Has a plus 11 to hit, so this one does go for your armor class. Rolled a 10, so a 21 to hit.
$17.
Yep. I rolled a 21. You take 7 points of piercing damage as a spear just like shoots out of the wall.
Okay. Do I see into the room?
It is literally just a 4-foot room with a spear trap mechanism on the other wall. Maybe a little halfling middle finger in the middle of it as well.
I'll turn around, slightly gouged, and say there's nothing in the room.
Do you leave the door open or shut it?
Spear fully extend.
The spear shot out of it completely. It's like clattered onto the ground over there.
I'm gonna close the door.
Okay, you close the door. Ty, anything from you? I'm. Hey. Okay, moving on. Moving on to Dan.
I'm sorry, I was muted that whole time. I'm gonna help Uguay with what he's doing.
And what is Uguay doing? Uguay got stabbed by a door, Ty.
I'm gonna rub his back. I'm gonna say, "It's okay, buddy. You know, it happens to everyone." Words of encouragement. I'll bandage up the wound as much as I can. First aid kind of stuff.
Dan. Dan, who has wandered off by himself, finds himself in.
I'm not by myself.
You've got Bafard.
I
He-
got
he's got-
PF hard.
And a snake. There's a snake scouting ahead for him.
There is a snake. You're right. There is a snake.
Bet you we find some fucking loot in here, Fard.
You come crawling out and look up, and there's a snake coiled around a broken arm on the ground of a giant statue. Got a statue mod here somewhere. I know I do. Oh, I just saw it. Yeah. There it is. Okay, big statue, right? In this room. It has 4 arms, not just the 2 you see on this one. 4 arms, the 3rd arm broken and on the ground.
What? Dude, I remember what triggered the other one.
Just you walking in triggered the other one. You, Pafard, and the snakes coiled up around the arm on the ground.
Okay, maybe the statue's friend Pafard.
Beep boop.
Yes, I know you're in powered down mode. Come. Dragging him with a rope. Yo.
Yeah, what's up?
Did the
Are
statue
you
say
saying
that?
you know it's no, that was Garth
Okay.
from down the hallway who heard your dulcet tones.
Does the statue have anything on it that's not statue?
So, a close look at this statue shows that all 3 of the hands and even the 4th one on the ground are sort of like held open in a clawed position.
Okay, claw hand statue.
It looks like a large gem will fit into these arms.
Interesting. But one of them's broken. Right?
One of them is broken in on the ground. Yeah.
Does the statue look like it could be moved in any way?
No, it looks way too heavy to be moved.
Okay.
Seems carved out of the stone itself, like it's the stone
around it.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else in the room?
Not that you can see.
What do you think, Snake?
Okay. Snake just hisses at you a little bit.
Okay.
Seems is coiled around the arm on the ground.
Keep your secret.
Do you want to say anything to these goobers before I move back to them?
No.
Okay. What's going on, Agnevo?
Just watching.
Watching. Traven and Rumi, what are you guys doing?
I'm kind of doing what Traven's doing, so like I'm like in the following him now mode. So
Okay.
Kind of like is looking at you like, well, I haven't heard any screaming yet, so I suppose that's a good. Probably shouldn't let them wander off too far on their own.
yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I'm gonna pick up the hand
Okay, you pick up the hand. You pick up the arm.
and I walk out holding it.
Okay.
Yo, forearm statue, not like the other one that kicked our asses, but one that looks like it's carved out of the stone of the room it was in. Real strange. Here's its arm. It was on the ground. The snake isn't mine.
Okay. He'll take the arm and kind of like look at it like, yep, own arm. Yep.
Looks like a large gem could fit in its hand. It's got three more arms.
And it looks like
still attached.
large gems can fit into all of their hands.
They look the same. See how it looks like it's holding something?
Oogway, Ty, and Garf, do you guys walk back over there?
Yeah.
I'll look at it closer, see if it looks like anything's been
Yeah,
like, put into or taken out of the hand. Like scratches on the inside of the fingers.
You do see, on this hand, actually, no.
All right. Doesn't look like they've had anything put in them. Maybe he was just going rawr. He does like a claw hand shape.
Oh yeah, maybe it's like a I don't know. You got any like doors or walls you want me to run into? I'm pretty good at finding hands.
There's one more door. There's one more door right there, and then there's two more crawl spaces by these illusions.
Somebody say crawl space. That's my little hooves.
One of these three goobers, Ty, Oogway, or Garf. Hello?
Yeah.
Wait, are you all right?
I have a bit of a gaping wound from spear. Was Ty able to heal me at all?
Ty, did you actually do any healing?
I didn't cast any healing magic, but maybe Uguay's feelings, they might be doing a little bit better. I definitely put some gauze in the wound, to sort of stop the bleeding, that kind of stuff. The most I could see him getting, if you really believed in Ty's healing powers, was like a hit point.
He just stuffed the wound with snake skin, so it's packed.
Stuff it in the cornucopia.
So that's good for me. What Oogway says in response to "Are you okay?" is a very objective. My frontlining capabilities have reduced.
Garf, do you want to show Dan where the door and the other crawl spaces are?
Yeah.
Okay. So Garf and Dan go down this way. I think this group sort of follows in line, and I'll leave Ty and Oogway back with Agnevo. There's a door right here.
You want me to kick open that door?
Not yet. Please don't.
Oogway, do you shout down not to open the door?
Yes.
Yeah. Oogway from behind you, Dan. Don't do it. One crawl space. Crawl space right here. Crawl space right here. Which one do you want to go to?
Give us another hand. I dive into the first one.
They're both illusions, right?
They are both illusions. Yep.
Yeah.
The crawl space isn't an illusion. The crawl
Okay.
space is what the illusion is hiding.
Okay, just making sure. As they're looking in there, Dan, I'm just gonna keep communication up.
And you walk into there is make me a perception check as you come to this wall.
I'm good. Good in here. 16.
You see a trap door right here.
Not a trap
False
door.
wall.
False wall. I open it slowly.
Open it. As you sort of break the seal on it, you fall through. And you take D6 falling damage as you fall 10 feet to the floor. 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
No spikes.
No spikes. You are now in a room.
Classic. Weird place for a door.
There are
several hands.
brown. How do I make brown? That's good enough. There is a chest right here, chest right here, and a chest right here.
Okay. I can jump 1d8 is what it says higher than normal. So does that mean I roll a d8 when I try to jump?
I would say yes.
So can I try to jump back up and grab on and
Yep.
get up in the hallway?
Yep.
Okay. What do you want me to roll?
Roll a d8.
7.
So you can definitely jump up that height. That means you just need 3 more feet.
Okay, so I jump up there and I look down the crawl space and I yell, "Hey, Garf,
Yeah, what's up?
get in here."
All right. Make my way through.
Hey, I think you should be a rogue wizard. Anyway, here's some chests. See if they're trapped.
All right. I'm gonna check for traps.
Be careful. I'm gonna lower him into the room.
Okay. Garf comes into this room. Garf is lowered into this room. There is 1 oak chest, 1 chest made of silver, and 1 chest made of gold.
Oh, never mind.
Remember, we were lured in here by some sort of halfling trickster. All right. I'm gonna sit up here and watch. I sit on the edge and dangle my feet.
Okay. Garf, we're going to circle back to you. I'm just going to see what everybody else is doing. What's everybody else doing?
Agnova will go to the end of the hallway that people are being called to.
Agnavo walks down.
Kind of like look down the tunnel, see that Dan's dangling his feet.
Boy will walk over too, but I doubt he fits in the crawl space, being a 450-pound turtle.
Correct.
I'll
I
step
will
back, kind of like look over at the other illusionary statue with the.
Yep.
Just look down that crawl space.
That is another crawl space that sort of like goes down and curls around. So it like instantly curves.
Actually, a guillotine, and you're gonna have to roll it. Can you
It's
I
imagine?
don't know. I didn't stick my head in. I just looking down it.
Yeah, it just it has a pretty, not like too steep, like it becomes a slide, but it has an incline down and instantly curves.
Okay. I mean, you'll step back.
Okay. Rumi,
I'm just going to be where I'm at there. I'm not going to
okay.
explore too much.
Ty,
Wants to go into the room with the chests.
Yeah. Come down here, Ty. I'm gonna start playing a Zelda song on the bass.
you got it. Ty slides. Ty slides
And-
down.
I will also call out in partial tongue for the snake to come over here.
Okay. Detect magic has faded by now. It's a 10-minute spell.
Mhm.
You were doing an investigation check, right, Garf?
Yeah.
On which chest?
The wood one.
Okay.
Rolled a 19 plus 6. 25.
You had it does not appear to be trapped on the outside.
All right. What are the characteristics of these chests?
This oak, it's an oak one. They are all affixed to the floor firmly. This one's made of silver, it seems, and this one's made of gold, it seems.
Ty is going to have
Oh,
snake come and touch each of these chests and suggest we wait for the snake to touch the chests before we touch the chests.
The snake touches all 3 chests in turn. So there's back to you.
Wonderful. I feel confident the chests are not mimics at this point.
yeah, I'm going to open the oak one.
Open the oak one, and there is the sound of clattering bone as a whole bunch of bones just appear in the space right here. And a bone giant appears with surprise in the initiative. And I think that's where we will end today's
Oh
game.
my god.
As a bone giant apparates in the space next to you.
Save your
Garth.
game right now.
I will, yeah. Games. Save game. Save game. What a fun time. What a fun time. 2 more chests to look through as well. Okay.
Alright, bye. Stream.
Bye, stream.
Mm.